Happening. A lot has happened this past week. But let's get straight to the point. Nigeria has officially announced or welcomed a new registrar for the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, and that's in person of Professor Segun Aino. Interestingly, this is somebody whose history with JAM started many years ago as a core member serving in the agency. And today, he returns not as a staff member, but as the head of the entire institution. And that is an outstanding story that we experienced this week. Now, this man is making history, not just for becoming a registrar, but for being the youngest JAMB registrar in the history of JAMB. At just 39 years old, he has attained the rank of professor and now a registrar at just 39. And what really stands out about this man is his life's choices. Despite schooling entirely in the United Kingdom and having numerous opportunities to live and work in the United Kingdom, reports last week reveal that Professor Aino rejected the opportunity to live and remain in the United Kingdom because he believed he still had something to contribute to the Nigeria's education system. So he chose a humble beginning with JAM, and that has paid off. And today, he is celebrated as one of the youngest Nigerian professors and registrar. Now, that is quite outstanding, and it gives us a lesson as teachers that we should never underestimate our humble beginnings. Now, last week, we also saw our next story that generated a serious debate in the academic circle. At the beginning of the month, we remember that the Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, hinted that the federal government is baking something in the oven for some university courses, and when what is baking is fully cooked, those courses might become non-existent in Nigeria. In plain English, he said that the federal government wants to remove courses like literature, history, philosophy, fine arts, and even some education courses from tertiary institutions. So he said that the federal government viewed those courses as irrelevant or not marketable, because these graduates from those courses are usually unable to secure employment, rather. So now, last week, the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, strongly kicked against the policy and warned the federal government against plans to scrap university courses that are considered less marketable. So now this is a conversation that directly affects teachers as well. So I'd like to know what you, our noble teachers, think about this policy. Should these courses that are considered irrelevant or unmarketable, should they remain in our universities or should they go? Now, I would like you to drop a comment in the chat box. Let's know what you think about this policy that the federal government brought out last week.